Hey Tammy, I just have a great story that I really want to share with you. You know, in our business on a day-to-day schedule, we always hear about buyers that are so frustrated with all of the documentation that we have to give them, or give to mortgage companies to get their loans approved. And it made me think about what I went through when I first got my mortgage. I had been in the business just long enough to know a little bit about what was going on and recognized that we could get a mortgage using my boyfriend's VA eligibility and do it with no down payment. And I was so ecstatic about it because it was a good time to buy from a cost perspective, not interest rates. Interest rates were about 12.5% at that time. But I went home and we structured out how we were going to get qualified for this new home loan. And then we found a builder. We had to wait on the list for 3 months to be able to write a contract. So we finally got to the point of writing this contract, only to find out that that lender had different criteria than VA had for qualifying, and that he wasn't going to qualify on his own. And the only way that we could buy that property was to be married. So we canceled. We did not sign the contract. We went home and discussed it and finally decided, you know what, we've got to do it. We've got to jump in with both feet. So we went back to the builder, had to wait another 3 months. We lost about $5,000 to $10,000 in equity. Interest rates went from 12.5% to 14.5%. And part of our closing documents was to sign a common law letter saying that we were married. Now, I've never told my mother this story. Nobody in my family knows that we actually signed common law. We did get married eventually, and as a matter of fact, just celebrated our 28th wedding anniversary. So the next time you get frustrated about what your lender is asking you to provide to get your loan approved, I want you to think of my story and recognize that you too can have a happily ever after ending.